Guys, welcome back to another one here on the channel. This is going to be a interesting one. I'm in an R-ing about it. Do I speak up? Do I just let it slide? But what's come out recently with my grandparents, I am now going to speak about it. Perry's, they're a car dealership that goes basically, as far as I'm aware, up and down the country. They've got like 50 or so branches. They specialize in used cars. I've bought 2 cars from them. My grandparents have bought numerous cars over the years, but this is mainly about one of their cars. This video is just going to be talking about my personal bad experience. This isn't like slander. This is purely just informing you of what's happened to me and my grandparents, so both a young person and an old couple. What you take from it, that's completely down to you, because I know Perry's are going to try and come for me for making this, but this is me expressing my opinion, my point of view, which I'm more than allowed to do. It also isn't aimed at any specific branch. I don't know if they're all the same. I don't know if there's one that stands out from the rest. I think that covers me for anything that they can try and attack me on. In this video, we're going to be covering my issues with warranty, paint protection, outstanding finance on the car when it came to sell the car, issues with getting problems fixed after having a car for a week, issues with communication, issues with being refunded, because I do pay my cars cash. They're more than happy to take the cash on the same day, but when it comes to refunding you, there was quite a lot of chasing involved. And for my grandparents, issues with servicing. So let's crack on. Hopefully you enjoy this. This is a weird one for me. I like to stay quite calm. I like to stay quite peaceful. But what's happened to me over the last couple of years, I'm a young guy at the end of the day. I shouldn't have to be in a bad position. You go to a dealership for peace of mind and for quality of a car. Some cars aren't perfect, but you give them the opportunity to make things right. They don't take it. Again, I just want to clear up before this video starts, this isn't slander, this isn't anything against them, this is my personal experience with them. Take from it what you will. So last year I bought my first Fiesta ST line. It was black, it was nice, stunning spec, heated seats, heated steering wheel, adaptive cruise control. I fell in love. A lot of the problems are to do with the after sales side of things, because the salesmen, they know what they're doing, they know how to sell a car. It's the after sales, in my opinion, that did let it down for me. So I bought the black ST line last year. As I said, I did pay cash for it. I took out multiple things because I just come out of my Fabia, which basically blew itself up. I wanted a reliable car, I wanted peace of mind. I got extended warranty, I got a paint protection package, and we're going to start on the paint protection package. They basically put like a coating on the car to protect it. They say it's not a ceramic coating, but they advertise it like a ceramic coating, and they don't actually say what it is if it isn't a ceramic coating, because it isn't wax, it isn't anything like that. So the only thing that it can be is ceramic coating. They did it overnight, and then they handed the car to me. When I picked up the car, there was water like drops all over, like it wasn't clean. It's not the end of the world. Obviously I did pay for this package, but as I've just said, it's very vague what it is, and I don't think it's anything at all. A couple of weeks passed, maybe 2 or 3 weeks, and I had my number plate company at the time, so of course I changed the number plates to a gel set, obviously advertising on my own company. I took the car down to Perry's, and my driver's door was absolutely horrendous with just muck and dirt. I understand cars get dirty, especially black cars, but I paid for this paint protection and it isn't working. It's hard to explain how it went, but if you looked at it, you wouldn't think there was anything on it. Like if you poured something on it, nothing happened. It all just ran. Something wasn't right. So I took it down there, spoke to the guy in charge, and he said that it's not a ceramic coating. So what I'm expecting from it is not what's going to come of it. I said, but that's fine. I don't know what it is then. He never actually said what it is. This might be me being stupid, but again, I wasn't explaining what it is. It's like a misadvertisement, false advertising kind of thing. He then goes on to say, listen, Tom, I'm not being funny. I wish I had this on recording. Like all the things that have happened to me, like it's ridiculous. He said, Tom, listen, you've obviously done stuff to the car. You've changed the number plates. And then at that point I went, hang on. What does the number plates have to do with my driver door? That's all I remember from that conversation. I know it, like, nothing came of it. It was a waste of time. I didn't get any form of compensation, nor did they offer to fix any problems. So I left with a sour taste in my mouth. I felt like I'd been done over a bit. I probably have been or had been. The next issue was the warranty. So I took out extended warranty, as I said. I had a TPMS go, a tyre pressure sensor thing. It went, I took it into them. It's like an £80 part. It turns out the car needed new tyres as well, which they never actually sent me any photos of. But I took their word for it. This was like 2 or 3 months after I bought the car. I had to pay for the tyres, of course. It's a consumable. Were they bold or not? I don't think they were, but I'm not here to say that because I genuinely have no proof. I didn't check the tyres. I didn't do anything, so I will take their word on that part. I go to collect my car and they don't give me back the keys because I need to pay for the part. Bear in mind, I'd already paid for the tyres. I bought like the top tyres, the Pilot Sport Forwards. They were like 200 quid. I paid for them on the same day, like on the phone. I paid for them. It was not a problem. But the TPMS is covered under warranties, and they went through all the files. They couldn't find the warranty. They ended up having to take my word for the fact that I'd taken the warranty out because it never got filed, it never got processed. So I paid for the extended warranty that didn't exist. Benefit of the doubt, it may have just been like misplaced or forgotten, but you'll see throughout this video there's only so many benefits of the doubt that I can give. Third and final problem with my first ST line was there was finance outstanding on the car. Now, when I picked up my BMW 335i at the start of this year, I said in the video something like there was problems with the car, outstanding finance. It all got cleared. I was very vague on it. Essentially, the previous owner to me had the car on finance. Of course, it's not a cheap car. It makes sense to get it on finance. He then cleared it, sold the car to them, or they cleared it for him. He then went on to another car. Done. He don't care. He's now paying off another car, whoever he is. Partially my own fault. I should have done my own check, but you kind of trust these places. You wouldn't have thought there was finance still on the car. Lo and behold, I go to sell the car. I go to trade it in, and there's finance still on it. What was meant to be like a half-an-hour day swapping cars turned into a 4-hour day making phone calls to and from Perry's, emailing the top people trying to get clearance to prove this finance has been paid off. Bearing in mind, as I said, the finance isn't mine. Again, I've got no proof of this and it's like my own opinion, but they were very rude on the phone. I remember the guy I was buying the car off, he was such a kind guy. He was phoning them saying like, "Hi there, this is me, I'm from here." And then the guy, he goes, yeah. He was just being really abrupt. He goes, "Right, what do you want me to do?" I will never forget that. Like, I was with my girlfriend at the time and we looked at each other. We were like, what is going on? Like, it's like Perry's were angry because they were having to fix the problem they caused. Again, that I might have misinterpreted how he came across, but I think we all had the same opinion in the room. It eventually got cleared and then I got the car. My first Fiesta, I had it 5 months, six months. I believe that's the only problems I had. The only problems. You'd think it was a seamless thing. You buy it from a garage, you pay more for the premium, for the privilege of like having it from them. I even bought the extra things as well, and it went wrong. A year passed. I got my Fiesta ST line number 2, the one that never made the channel. I sold it. Well, I gave it back before it even made the channel. I went back to Perry's. I know that sounds crazy after what I've just told you, but sometimes when the car's right, the car's right. And part of me, because I hate causing problems, and part of me was just thinking, maybe I just got unlucky. Maybe I was the problem. Let me give them another try. They're local to me. They had the right car, massive spec, Bang & Olufsen sound system, heated seats, heated steering wheel, wireless charging. It was the hybrid one. Just absolutely incredible. Fell in love, bought it same day, sent them the cash same day. Had that car two weeks. It developed a clicking noise very quickly. By the time I got home, the clicking noise was on, and I live about 5-10 minutes away from where I bought the car. Might be a coincidence, but it seems too good to be true. emailed them the next day because I didn't want it to ruin my collection day. So I waited till the next day, emailed them. He said, yes, I will get it sorted. Went straight to the people in charge of the service department. So then they were on it. A week passed and I still hadn't heard back. Emailed again, didn't hear anything. I then actually went down there and I was saying, what's going on? This clicking noise is getting worse. I suspected it was drive shafts because I had the same thing on my Fabia. They assured me it was nothing to do with the drive shafts. I was saying like, it is, I'm telling you it is. I can feel it both when I turn and when I set off. They said, yeah, okay, we'll be in touch, we'll be in touch. 1 week and 5 days passed and I thought, no, this is taking the piss now. So I started looking elsewhere for other cars. I wasn't sure what I was going to do with the ST line, but then it turns out, obviously, because I bought it from a garage, I'm protected under law. Because the car was faulty, I gave them the opportunity to fix it. They didn't take it, fobbing me off constantly. They also offer a 7-day money back guarantee, which I will get into. Long story short, after a lot of toing and froing and having to talk to the top boss to get it cleared, I gave the car back. Bearing in mind, I paid cash on the same day. Guess how long it took to get my almost 18 grand refund back? Well, I only got part of it, like the last amount, 2 days ago. It's been a month today. It took 1 week to get the majority of it back, like 16 of it back. I was carless without a week. They of course they won't compensate me for all the taxis, all the travelling that I had to do without my own car. If they would have just paid me, it would have been a lot easier. I ended up having to email them four times, one of which I didn't get a response. And it was quite a big email, so I just went down there and I sat there with my arms crossed. I'll never forget it. I don't know what was going on with me. Like I said, I don't like trouble, but I just sat there with my arms crossed, waiting for proof. The guy who sold me the car said, I guarantee you will have it in your account this evening. That's another thing I forgot to say. Once all this started going on, I was like adamant that I want to pass the car back. All of a sudden, they had a slot to fix the car the same day. Why didn't you do that in the first case? I would still have the car now and I wouldn't be sat here saying about my experience with Perry's. Yeah, it was just constant fobbing me off. I don't know if it's an age thing, like they didn't respect me enough to care. I don't know if it's them being unprofessional. I do not know. Again, this is just my experience. Whether you want to trust me, go with it or not, that's completely up to you. The last thing that's happened with me, and that's kind of put the nail in the coffin, if you must, is what's happened to my grandparents. So they bought a car, brand new, paid it cash back in 2017, took out all the service plans, everything, because they're old people, they don't work. They want peace of mind when it comes to cars, just like the rest of us. So the service plan includes like MOTs and like regular servicing and things like that. Last month, they got an engine light go on and Perry's quoted them 1.5 grand for a new Cat. We took it to a private guy who we're good friends with. He quoted us less than half than that. I know Perry's have got a lot of like overhead costs and stuff, but service plan, like what's the point in it? I know it's a grey area because it's like a consumable kind of, but here's where things get interesting. Our mechanic also did a full service on the car. The air filter was matte black. The spark plugs look like they've never been changed. And it turns out that this whole service plan from Perry's was a complete scam. Again, that might just be my family's experience, both mine with 2 cars and my grandparents with 1 car. It might be a complete coincidence. It just seems a bit weird that a young guy and an old couple both are getting targeted. I don't know. Again, it might be a coincidence. This is just my experience, but yeah, it's not a good one. I do not intend to go back to them ever again. You can make your own mind up. Again, it might just be my specific branch down where I am. It might be the same thing up and down the country. If you've got any experiences like that, drop it in the comments. And yeah, that's now off my chest. I guess I will be called to court soon for slander. I am just expressing my freedom of speech. I am expressing my opinion, which I'm 99% sure is allowed. My own experience, I'm sure I'm allowed to tell it. Hopefully you've enjoyed. Hopefully I'll see you again. Cheers.